It's Week 10 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at Trey Lance. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Panthers and the Jaguars.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for.
That'll bring up second down.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because
down the numbers. There he goes.
Inside the 20.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 63 yards.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here are the Panthers backed up to start their initial drive.
They'll be led out by the former #3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Well, he got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person, obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I love was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Ready?
Now a play fake. Lance. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry for Nick Chubb.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
11 more on that one and another first down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The Panthers at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. take possession here, the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Now ETN to start the drive to the 43, second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On play action, Lawrence. Right to the right sideline. And the throw is incomplete.
Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
Eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. Is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, it's going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
A good pickup there, 22.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lance. Able to find Higgins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's... Need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here's Lance to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Etienne running right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Etienne once more. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Taking it about the 16. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Lance. He's got Mingo. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now Chubb running right. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Lloyd came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Ready. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw it.
Flush to his right. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the 1st down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity. They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
His 4th rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here.
At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's Black. Touchdown, Jaguars. touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Lance now on first down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Here we go. Here we go. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Lance.
And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Blue strike.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance.
This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Lance looks to throw again.
And this one's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Black shot. Ready.
Lance again here on second and 10. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
This time they just keep this on the ground, and they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome. over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give running right is Chubb. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Got it.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Now Lance going to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 5th.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown!
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. Pushing his way through. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Now onto the field, here come the Panthers.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And this is going to be incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 22.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know, before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in there an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
Unnecessary running. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. A give. This is Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown.
Kareem Hunt, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. Now Lawrence on 1st down.
This one caught by Ridley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
A give running right, ETN.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Another tote for ETN. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st down, Jaguars.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Ready?
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
To throw, it's Lance.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
Devin Duvernay.
62 yards.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Lawrence.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And his throw is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And that's probably been
touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Meanwhile, Lance's throw here into the hands of Moore.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Shot, 17. Hut.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often. But it doesn't work out.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away this timing.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
Yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 15. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 45.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
They'll roll him out right.
Open man is Mingo. Complete.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Ready.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Desperation time here. Lance.
Flush to his right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. Down the numbers. There he goes.
Off to the races. Travis Etienne.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Now Lawrence to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's back. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Let's go.
At the 13-yard line.
Off the option, here's Etienne.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Here's Lance.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, Lion! At the 48-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Down the sideline he goes.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Hey, Ron!
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second